feeling kind of therapist-y.
What?
I think it's the button-down shirt, but you know what? That's not going to change. The button on stays on during this video. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi. Today I am just going to be answering some of your juicy questions that you sent to me on Instagram many months ago. I was meant to do this video back in like June or August, and I'm doing it in November. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you can let me know that you enjoy my content. And without further ado, let's get into the video because you guys have been waiting way too long for this video. So let's just get into it. Alright, this is a bit of a story, but let's go. Okay, look, I've slept with my parents till I was like 8 years old, never have left their side at night. However, my brother was conceived when I was 5. So how did that happen? Plus, my parents are both bankers, so they get absolutely no free time other than when they come home. So if I never left their side, ...
How am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions?
Bestie, I don't know how to tell you this, but I mean, there's a lot of places that you can do the do. For example, the shower, in the car, or in bed next to you. I'm really sorry about that. As normal as like sex and love and all that stuff is, it's never normal when it comes from your own parents, you know? Like, it's a little bit gross, it's a little bit like, so we're not gonna think about it. Okay, cool. Any tips for boys? Just don't. I am 2 months late for my period. This happened before and it's a bit worrying. Yes, I'm a virgin and this is my first year I have my period. I first got my period when I was 12. I'm now 23, so my memory might be a little bit blank here, so forgive me. The first year of your period is very spotty because your body is trying to get used to it. But of course, if you are concerned, definitely go see a doctor because I obviously am not one. A lot of things can contribute to a skipped period as well. So for example, stress. If you're highly stressed about something, that can cause your period to be irregular. Like, even if your diet isn't good, like if you've got a crappy diet, your period can become irregular. There's so many different factors that contribute to your period being late. Obviously, being your first year on your period, it can be terrifying. Like, there's so many things that you have to get used to, and you know, there's all, your body is going through so many different changes. You're kind of like, hold up a minute, what's happening? But yeah, this is completely normal because your body is slowly adapting to all these hormones that you're going to be getting every month. Okay, how do you know when you and your friends may be drifting apart? I did touch on this topic very thoroughly in this video here, which I'll link, so I won't talk about it too much here. But basically, friendships grow and friendships fall apart. It's completely normal. Some signs that you may be drifting in a friendship is you don't really have any common interests anymore. You might feel drained once you finish hanging out with them. There's all these different factors that contribute to this, and I did talk about it in that video that I mentioned before, so definitely go over and watch that one. Does your first time hurt? The first time hurts. It sucks even. Like, the first time's never good. It's not like the movies, you know, once you do it a couple more times and your body kind of adjusts to the feeling and you start to explore your own sexuality and know what you like, then it starts to get a lot better. Just make sure that your first time is with someone that you completely trust and that you feel very comfortable with, because that's going to make the situation so much better. That's my tip of advice if you have to take anything away from this video. So have fun. How do you know when you're in love? So I feel like I'm the expert at this because I'm in a 3-year relationship, going strong. So far, so good. Touch wood. It just feels comfortable, and you know, that person becomes your home. Like, I knew that I was going to be safe around him and comfortable. We could just be ourselves around each other. There was no judgment whatsoever. I kind of knew in that moment, like, hey, this is my person, this is my love, like, I freaking love this dude. What the hell? It's the only way I can explain it. Plus, I'm really distracted by my hair right now. What is going on? I don't even know. All right, someone said, huh? So I feel like these two questions can be kind of answered the same. So I've got, how do you properly warm up for intercourse? I'm so bad at this. And does sex hurt? Sex can hurt if you have not been warmed up properly, so that is why it is so important to have a sexual partner that you can communicate with and be very comfortable with, because you want to be able to communicate what you like and how you like to be warmed up. Do lots of foreplay and use lube. That's about it, basically. I am so good with words today. Oh my god. Self-pleasure tips. Okay, let's talk about self-pleasure for a second. Self-pleasure is so normal, and I have no idea why it is so taboo. It's so normal for a guy to have self-pleasure, but it's so weird for a girl to have self-pleasure. Like, that does not make sense in my books. Like, even before I started this video, I was like, do I answer this question? Like, is it weird? No, it's not freaking weird. It's freaking normal. I can't really talk about self-pleasure because YouTube is a little sensitive when it comes to these kinds of topics, and I don't want to get demonetized because your girl has bills to pay. But I did collaborate with a company called Normal Co. Not only do they sell toys, but they also have a lot of blogs and articles and tips and tricks just to show you how to explore yourself and, you know, the benefits of doing all that kind of stuff. You can go over to their website, I'll leave the link in the description, and you can do some further research yourself. I had a lot of different questions about all different aspects of shaving, so I guess I'll just start from the start. And I don't wax. I'm way too scared to have a stranger right up in my coochie. Beauticians see that stuff every single day, but I'm not ready for them to see my coochie, like, you know? Anyway, and I don't get laser hair removal because I am too poor for that. So I shave. This is my trusty little razor here. She's cute. I first started shaving when I was probably 10 years old, and my mum gave me this gorgeous piece of advice, and it has been the holy grail of my shaving life. I'm gonna pass this wisdom down to you guys. When you get in the shower, you get an exfoliation glove and scrub or whatever you want to use. You just go over the areas that you want to shave. So I'll gently exfoliate my legs and my underarms and my downstairs area. Gently though, you don't want to scrub off the skin. And then what you want to do is you want to get a little dollop of conditioner. I have a specific conditioner just for shaving, and it's from Sukin. I think it's the fragrance free one. And I just get a little bit of conditioner and I rub it on the areas that I'm going to shave. And then what you want to do is with your legs and your underarms, you want to shave upwards, not downwards, not sideways, just upwards. I find that when I use the conditioner, it just helps everything move so much more smoothly. Like, I've had days where I don't use conditioner, and that's where I get razor bumps, ingrown hairs, dry skin. Every time I use conditioner, I do not get ingrown hairs. I don't get razor bumps or burns. All right, now this is gonna be really weird of me to do, but I need to show you because I can't explain this for the life of me. Basically, when you get to the downstairs part, we're just gonna pretend I'm in the shower right now. You want to shave downwards. So you wanna go in the direction that your hair is growing, and you just do it gently. You know, you wash your blade, you do it again. So yeah, you wanna avoid going sideways or upwards. You just wanna follow the hair follicles and shave downward. I hope that made sense because I don't really know how else to explain it. Okay, so I had a lot of questions about periods as well, on how to deal with period pains and just tips in general about periods. My periods hurt, so I feel like I'm quite the expert when it comes to period pain tips. Heat helps so much, so having a warm bath or having a heat pack on your lower stomach really helps to release some of the pain that's happening down in your uterus. Another thing that I found that worked absolute wonders was laying flat on the bed and having your legs elevated by some pillows or some cushions. I loved that technique so much. Another thing, and you might not be in the mood for it, but self-pleasure. We're back on that topic again, but basically it releases a lot of that good stuff in your body to help release a lot of pain. And then obviously there's like a lot of medication that you can go on for really bad period pain. All in all, it does get better. I find the older you get, it doesn't suck as much. I couldn't bear the pain anymore. Right before I went on birth control, I would be crying because I didn't want to get my period. Some days I would almost vomit because I was in so much pain. Like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. It was too much for me. So I was like, Mum, there has to be something I can do. Can't keep living like this every 3 weeks. My doctor and my mum decided that I could go on birth control, and I've been on it since. Let me just say though, birth control reacts differently to every single person differently. So what might work for me might not work for you. Just keep that in mind. Some period tips that I would give to a younger audience is at nighttime, definitely wear a pad. When my mum pulled out one of these for the first time, I flipped. I was like, what am I supposed to do with it? Because one, you don't want to risk getting poisoned from a tampon, and two, it just helps you not to leak. I mean, it's good character development, you know, leaking the bed, but at the same time, you don't want to do it. But 2, when you're on your period, you want to treat your body like the absolute goddess that it is. You want to be eating foods that benefit your period. So for example, bananas are really good. Dark chocolate as well is really good for easing cramps and just making you feel really good. Caffeine can actually worsen your period symptoms. So you'll get bad breakouts, you'll be moodier, you will just feel groggy and crap. And to top it all off, caffeine will increase your cramps. They will be even worse than before. Drink as much water as you can because keeping hydrated is going to help ease some of your period symptoms as well. Prioritize your sleep and rest. If you want to have a nap, have a nap. Don't feel guilty about it. Just look after your body, and sleep is honestly going to be the best thing for you when you're on your period because you're just so amped up on hormones. You just need to take a break. I understand. Wear the comfiest clothes that you have. It doesn't matter if it's your underwear or, you know, just a t-shirt or like your full-on bathrobe. Just be as comfortable as possible because you deserve it, sis. Honestly, be comfy. Write down your feelings, enjoy a nice bubble bath, practice breathing exercises. That one's really good actually. Oh, this one is really interesting. So this person wanted me to talk about how to clean downstairs. And so basically you want to use just water. Don't use anything else to clean downstairs because, fun fact, Miss Girl down there cleans herself. She is absolutely amazing. Our bodies do such amazing things and that is one of them. So you just want to help her out by just using water. Don't use douches, douches? Douches? I feel like that's an American thing. We don't have that here. Don't use feminine wash stuff down there. Don't use soap. Don't use body wash. Just use water. Get a clean cloth, or you can use your hand, whatever you're comfortable with, and just wipe through down there. Does that make sense? Because if you use soap or if you use body wash or if you use anything that's scented or harmful, then it can unbalance your pH levels and you could potentially get thrush or some kind of infection down there, and it's just not a vibe. So yeah, just use water because Miss Girl down there cleans herself, and that is amazing. All right, well, I think that's enough questions for today because I am actually sweating my tits off in this room. It's so hot. The fan is doing nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Look at my hair. The humidity, not a vibe. I hope those answers were satisfying enough. Probably not. My DMs are always open on Instagram. If you have any further questions, send me a DM, or if you want to comment down below, I'll try and answer to the best of my ability. I'll definitely be doing a part 3. So if you guys want to ask a question, don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you don't miss out next time, because that's where I do the questions. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe down below so that you can let me know that you enjoy my content. And without further ado, I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. I'll see you in my next video next time I upload. So ciao for now.